We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MMAT MMTLP Inc. continuing to push up higher and completing a full transition here from the dip area to the rip area. And we're also going to break down in today's video MMTLP, Torchlight Preferred Shares, as it's taking off here above $10. And we have a lot to break down in today's video. We're going to look at the inflow versus outflows and bull and bear indicators and what to look for going into tomorrow. But today, MMAT and MMTLP were not the only stocks pushing up higher. The overall market and SPY did as well. And our SPY bought at 1:15 p.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, the inflow stayed above the midpoint. Full strength there on 42 vision. And call options went up 70% plus within minutes, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to the bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with MMAT, full transition here. This is everything I talked about on Friday. We're going to break it down in today's video. And before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the first home run was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bear indicator at 10:05 a.m. And from that moment forward, the outflows were already below the midpoint. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And our second home run was SHC. We caught this one early on in the pre-market. Sitting sideways, going into the bell. Pure strength there on 42 vision. The inflow stayed above the midpoint. And it went up for a highest point of 25% plus within minutes, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MMAT MMTLP Inc. pushing up higher and doing a complete transition from the dip area to the rip area. And it's the first time that we see a dip area in days. The last time we saw one was back here on November 10th. It did a full transition here a few days later. And here we are today from Friday to today. And we talked about how pivotal this was even before the announcement over the weekend of the S1 being effective, right? Because this is big news and we know it, right? And here we are with it actually being effective, having this move, and now we need to track this week what's going on here within the charts volatility. And if it's your first time here within the channel, wire Fred borders is what we call the dip area. The rip area is bright green, and as you can see here, the most recent full transition happened here from November 10th towards November 15th, and from the 16th all the way to the 18th, we did a full transition down. It allows us to see the dips from the rips, and we also have the bull and bear indicators there as extra layers of confirmation in our inflow versus outflow, which I'm going to pull up here, and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with MMAT under a bull indicator today in the pre-market at around 167. Those inflows cross back up, and I emphasized how important it was to watch these dip areas here on Friday. And if these inflows could pick back up, there would be strength, and we would need to see this try to cross 180, $2, and if it broke above $2, we would then need to talk about higher levels. And here we are. It hit up to highs here of 225, currently pulling back in the aftermarket hours. Slight outflows here, but not enough to cross the midpoint, and that's what we're going to break down here in just a moment. And we're going to look at Torchlight Preferred Shares as well. So let's go ahead and look at MMTLP here first. So the first thing is it got a bull indicator as well. Those inflows picked up. They were above the midpoint. They crossed back up on Friday, but within the volatility, it sat sideways. And I had stated we want to see these inflows pick up and pull up to the upside. Now, based off the history of the chart, it slightly went a little higher than the recent run up here at 2.52 of inflows. And here it is with about 2.7475 of inflows, and we need to watch this carefully. Why? Because the outflows are happening while the stock is going higher. This is where you could see the hidden divergence. If this continues, it could eventually start to reflect into the chart. But if this levels off here and brings itself back up, it could continue with the chart together, and the inflows are dominating over the outflows, right? So here we are with it under a bull indicator, pulling away from the midpoint, up above on the 30-minute, and here it is, fighting to go back up towards 1180s and even $12. I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys think this could reach $12 going into tomorrow? That'll be very interesting. So the first support that I'm watching here is $10.50. Below that is $10. And to the upside, the first resistance is $11.80, and above that is $12. If $12 gets broken through, the next resistance I'm watching is $12.50, and I'm going to be watching if these inflows can continue to the upside. Now, if you look at the 1 hour here on MMTLP, you could see that these inflows finally picked back up here in the after hours, and I talked about how this was pivotal here, and if it pulled up away from it, we could see strength pretty quickly, and we wanted this bear indicator to get canceled by this bull indicator. And here we are. We're under a bull indicator, full strength there on these inflows, and above $10 on its way towards 12 and fighting to stay above $11.50 and $11. This is critical here, what's going on within the bigger picture. And on the zoomed in volatility of the 15-minute, you could see how these outflows tried to dominate here. They never crossed the midpoint. Inflows picked back up, and right now found support around 10.50, and it's bouncing back up to newer highs here of 11.60, 11.50 plus. That is going to be significant to watch this stay above the midpoint and continue with strength here on the 15-minute chart, on the 30-minute chart, and that no bear indicator pops up to cancel this bull indicator, guys. That's what's going on here right now with MMTLP, Torchlight preferred shares. But for MMAT, here we are with everything going on here under a bull indicator. These outflows have actually lost domination over the chart. The inflows picked up, and here we are with it pulling away from it. And even though these outflows are popping up here, it's not enough to destroy the chart just yet, because the inflows continue to outweigh the outflows, and that's what's going on here. So the key levels that I'm watching within this chart right now is the fact that we're above $2, right? That's going to be significant, and we have done a complete transition from the dip area to the rip area, and right now these inflows are trying to hold up on the 30-minute. The 15-minute will be significant to watch as well, as the outflows are getting really close. And the closer they get, or if they cross, the faster things can pull down. That's going to be significant. And on the 1 hour, we also want to watch what's going on here, as these inflows are at one of its highest points that we've seen based off the inflow indicator, right? Currently sitting at 0.61. Now on the 30-minute, the first support level that I'm watching is $2, and below that is $1.90. And if both of those get broken through and these outflows start to dominate to the downside, the next support is $1.70. Now to the upside, the first resistance that I'm watching here is $2.20, and if that could be used as support and bounced off of with full strength, and that these inflows continue to push up higher, the next resistance is $2.30. And then I'm looking at $2.50, guys. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below, and let's make some money.